It's the end of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and joining us on Pacific Waves is Debbie Sorensen, the Chief Executive of Pasifika Medical Association. For the first time, Mrs. Sorensen recently opened up about her own breast cancer journey through a short documentary released earlier this month. Providing invaluable insights and experiences to help other Pacific women, Mrs. Sorensen says she wants people to know that breast cancer is not a battle to be faced alone or with fear. Talofa lava, Debbie, why did you decide to share your journey?
I thought about this last year and was uncertain actually whether I was going to share it or not, but we decided that we would film and record some of the events as we went through the year in case we did decide to use it. One of the things that I became really aware of was that everything that you see about cancer on TV always ends badly. And you never or very rarely see a movie or anything that says that someone has actually done okay. And so I really wanted to put up something that said, yes, it's scary, but actually we can do this. We can get through this and it will be okay. And I thought that if that supported any one of our women to actually step forward and get screened to actually seek treatment, and it is worth it.
Now, just take us through your to the start of your journey. What was going through your mind when the doctors broke the news to you?
Well, really, I thought that they were just kind of not telling the truth because we had no breast cancer in our family. And so I couldn't see, of all the cancers that I might get, breast cancer really wasn't on my radar. So when the surgeon told me that I had breast cancer, I was quite shocked, actually. And then, the process happened so quickly because you need to move really fast with, your scan and your biopsy and then surgery and then chemotherapy and then radiotherapy. You really don't have much time to stand back and think. And so you need to have a lot of faith in the people that, are looking after you. You need to have a really good relationship with them.
What are other common misconceptions around breast cancer? I remember watching the video, you said it's not an immediate death sentence.
Yes. Most breast cancer, if it is found early and, people seek treatment early, the outcomes are very, very good these days. The ability for the health system to diagnose breast cancer early and then to treat it really well, and the new treatments that are coming through every day are just remarkable. So, 30 years ago, women like me might have well died. But these days, with the right treatment and, they're very sophisticated drugs, the radiotherapy is very targeted, the surgery is superb, the outcomes are very, very good. And so 10-year, 15-year survival rates from breast cancer are very good. And I think that you just, for me, I just needed to keep telling myself it will be okay. You just need to suck it up. I needed to suck it up. Like going to chemotherapy is not, I couldn't describe it as the joy in my life. But it's just something that needed to happen. And if I wanted to, have a future with my grandchildren and do things that I wanted to do in the future in my life, then this is what I needed to do. So kind of like short-term pain in a lot of ways to be able to have a future.
What would your advice be for other Pasifika women and their families who are on a similar journey to yours?
One of the things I felt really helpful was that I had a really good friend, a very good Samoan friend who had breast cancer. And she's a woman like myself. She's a senior manager. And I found her really helpful. I would see her, maybe every month, every 6 weeks, and we'd have a cup of coffee or we might have breakfast. And I found it really helpful to talk to her about saying, so what did you do when you were having chemotherapy? Did you stop work? Because being able to share that experience is really important and learn from other people. And I just got really good advice and hints from other people. So I think I'd say to people, don't be afraid to reach out, that it's very surprising when you get breast cancer to understand just how many women around you have had that experience as well, and there's always something valuable from that. And everyone is different. So, everyone's journey is very different. Everyone's breast cancer is different. But, there are things that are helpful. For example, I had very bad nausea. And one of the things that helps nausea is ginger. And it's a natural remedy for nausea. And as much as I love taking the anti-nausea drugs, and I really do love them, they've saved my life, knowing that I could also do things like sip ginger ale or eat ginger cookies or ginger, and that would make me feel better, was a really helpful thing. And so just those sort of little hints that you pick up from, women who have been on this journey is really helpful. So I'd encourage families to reach out to other women and people who have, been on this journey, because there is a fellowship in that, and it's close and it's compassionate and it's kind.